What's going on, my fellow alphas? I hope you guys are having a good evening, or a good morning, or a good night, whatever it is. I hope you guys are having a good one, and I hope you're making an alpha today. I'm here at AlphaWorks Studios. Last time we called it headquarters, but I think Studios has kind of a cooler ring to it. You know, a little bit more fancy, more upscale. I like it. Speaking of me, I'm Fernando, your fellow alpha, and today I'm going to be talking about something really cool right here next to me. And it's the AlphaWorks Fogger Disinfectant Machine. Now, just a real quick overview. We have two models. One is AC and one is DC. This one right here is DC. DC basically means that you have the power on board with you in a battery right here. We'll get into that a little bit later. Let's hop on into it. So, first thing you're going to see here, if you guys joined us last week, a couple days ago, when we talked about the inverter generator, we talked about when we went with bold color choices, red and blue. This time we wanted to keep the theme a little bit, but we wanted to make it a little bit more sleek. So we went with the gray and blue look. What more can you ask for? What gets more American than that, right? And what looks more good than American colors? Am I right? So not only does it look good, but it performs really well. Let's talk about this casing right here. This one's really thick because we know you're going to be able to not only to take it to your home or a recreational place, but people are also going to use this for their businesses. Businesses where they sanitize or disinfect, but also businesses where they want to disinfect and sanitize. Comes with the funnel, the same construction. You're going to fill this up right here, and it has a little filter. Just pop it out. So whatever you're pouring your solution, your chemical sanitation mix, it's going to make sure it keeps the debris out of the machine and performing correctly so you don't get any clogs or any blockages or anything like that. If you're a person that wants to have their business cleaned, again, I would look into investing into one of these because at the end of the day, you can just strap it up really quick and just spray your office down really quick to make sure your employees, your friends, or family are totally safe and secure. So with that being said, not only does it look good, not only is it durable, but it feels comfortable when you're wearing it. I just spun this the wrong way. There we go. Straps. So you're going to be wearing this thing like a backpack. It's a backpack fogger, atomizer, ULV sprayer, all those things wrapped up in one. You're going to need to be wearing this for 30-40 minutes at a time. Maybe if you have more batteries, which we are going to be selling separately. Shameless plug. You're going to need to be wearing this for a while, so we wanted to make sure your back is saved with these nylon straps we have here. We made a really nice, comfortable material right here, so it'll just hang right here on your chest, also your collarbone, and you won't have any type of chafing or discomfort while you're wearing the unit. Let's take a closer look at these straps here. Nice. Some really good close-up straps, super durable. You have the adjusters at the top, so if you're a little bit smaller torso, bigger torso, you can adjust them to fit snug, fit loose, however you prefer. We like to leave that up to you guys, so we put that in there. These straps are not built into the unit. You can remove them just in case you want to put your own straps onto them, or you want to paint them a different color or something like that. You can remove them and no problem. Or if you actually want to use the unit in your hand just like this, you can do that as well. You just need to unclip it right here and you're free to go. Really, really easy. Really, really nice and comfortable straps. I've had to use this before around our office and around the premises before. It felt perfect. I mean, the only thing you feel is the weight of the fluid, but other than that, you get these straps taking the load of it for you. And it's really, really, really comfortable. Hose drop down here. It's a long hose. I believe it's about 3 to 4 feet of hose. I have really long arms. I didn't have a hard time trying to overextend myself or go high or go low. Really comfortable. So if you have long arms like me, that's a treat because you don't want to be like, T-Rexing it everywhere. Really good. Let's get into the battery. So right here, let me bring up the spec sheet for you. We have a 48 volt, 350 watt battery. There goes that hose again. And it powers a motor inside the unit right here. The motor is going to be located. This is the housing for it. And it should last up to 30 to 45 minutes depending on how hard you use it, the flow rate you have going on. Speaking of flow rate, you have 650 milliliters a second. It's adjustable 0 to 50 microns, which means you won't get really thick droplets of water or chemical base. It's going to be almost breathable air. We wouldn't recommend to breathe it in, just a disclaimer there. You can get really, really fine mist so that it gets into the nook and crannies. It goes into the air and it captures all the pathogens and bacteria that's lingering around in the air. All that bad stuff. Vertical coverage, you get 6.5 feet or 1.5 to 2 meters. Horizontal coverage is 20 feet, which you get really good coverage, so you could be spraying from here to there without having to overextend yourself. This thing can hold 2.6 gallons. Again, it should last you about the whole battery, which is about 30 to 45 minutes. Pretty good on a single charge. We do sell batteries separately. Battery right here, if I can get it out. You have LEDs right here that'll show you how much charge is left in the battery. This one right here has a full charge. See that? Has a full charge, a little button you can press. So you can always tell what percentage your battery is at. So that way you know when to switch out, pop in a new one, and keep spraying. There's the battery, and there's where it pops into. Look at the label on that bad boy. It gives you a lot of information on the label as well. So if you ever have questions about it, you can just see. There's the LED light up. Boom. Really nice. It also comes with the charger. I know some people were already asking about that. Of course, we wouldn't sell you a unit, battery powered unit without the battery chargers. I mean, don't you just hate that when you were like a kid and you would see the commercial and you'd be like, oh, that's super cool. But then it would say at the bottom, batteries not included. Didn't you ever hate that? It was the worst. I know I hated it. So we include the charger for you. And yeah, that's what powers your unit. That's what gives it the nice full force mist. So let's see some action in use. I took it outside of our office right here just to spray down some things to really get comfortable with the product, because that's what we like to do before we give it to you guys. We want to make sure it has the Alpha stamp of approval. This thing passed. So let's take a look. Really easy, just a little two-step on and off right there. Here I am spraying a nice window seal. Look at the mist. And there it is. So that red button he just pressed, it starts up the airflow. It starts up the motor, kicks it on. Excuse me. And then once you turn that little knob, that's when it allows water or chemical to flow through, dispersing that nice mist, 0 to 50 microns. There's also an attachment that we include that gives you up to 20% more volume with the same amount of micron, and really lightweight too, I must say. The nozzle is really lightweight. Also, a word of caution that the hose and nozzle do get a little bit warm, but that's just because of how hard the motor is working. We do recommend to wear, if you're using harsh chemicals, to wear a suit like the guy in the image is wearing, and also gloves, a respirator, things of that sort, just to protect yourselves and everybody around you. I'm sure later we'll cover the AC unit, which is just about the same. It holds a little bit more fluid in there. I'm sure we'll talk about it later and I'll get into that. So right here, you're going to have the listing page, which is basically like any Amazon page you'd see on your phone or your computer. It basically tells you the price. Look at that, 5 stars. We settle for nothing less here. So let's go through these images. We try to cover all the bases, all the important things you need, as well as making it look attractive. There we go. You can see it's 13 inches. 3 foot long is the hose, 13 inches wide, 16.5 inches tall. Moving on, we have right here our information in these bullet points. We also try to make sure that these bullet points are very stacked with information. You know, if you're doing your research like I like to do, I like to go across all platforms, Amazon, Google, everywhere. I like to make sure what I'm getting is top notch. So we give you all the information. No secrets here to AlphaWorks. If you don't find it in here, you can always find it in your manual. If you don't find it in your manual, or you don't find it in your bullet points right here, you just scroll down a little bit. We have another page here that gives you even more information, even more images of it in use. There we have one of our guys using it in a warehouse to make sure all of our products are clean, because we do routinely spray down our products to make sure when it goes out it is completely sanitary. You can just see it compared, our AlphaWorks compared to other brands, and see how much more superior we are than they are. We're ahead of the competition. That's what being an alpha is. I mean, I don't know how many more times I need to say it. If you're going to be alpha, you got to be the cream of the crop. And our specs show that we are. Hope you guys enjoyed what we provided you guys here with. If you have any questions, go ahead and direct them to us here at AlphaWorks. We have a team of gals that are really ready to provide you with good customer service to solve any issue that you may have. And so, with that being said, I hope you guys had a good time watching. I hope you learned a little bit, and I hope you trust us to invest in one of our foggers for your family, your friends, your places of business, just to keep everyone you know safe. Yeah, that about does it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. We have the link in the description. It's been another great Alpha stream over here. I hope my fellow Alphas have had a good time hanging with me here at the AlphaWorks studio. I'm your man, Fernando. I'll catch you guys later. Keep it Alpha.